Hello students of Standard 8. Today we will study Chapter 4 Biology Ecosystems. As you all know, Earth is the only planet known to support life. It is a unique planet. There are different factors that make Earth a unique planet. The presence of water on the earth supports life. The presence of gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen helps to sustain life on earth. We require oxygen for respiration and burning. Carbon dioxide is important for plants to carry out photosynthesis. Nitrogen is also used by plants as a nutrient. The presence of ozone gas in the atmosphere prevents the harmful UV rays of the sun from reaching the earth. The atmosphere also helps to maintain the earth's temperature. The earth is at optimum distance from the sun. That is, the earth is neither too hot nor too cold. And as a result, the temperature is just right for survival of the living beings on this planet. The optimal mass of the earth leads to an optimal gravitational force that is just right to hold everything including atmosphere on it. Without gravity, the atmosphere and the water would have escaped into the outer space. The presence of various minerals and nutrients in the soil ensures plant growth. So thus, these are the different factors that make Earth a unique planet. Now let us study the spheres of Earth. The Earth can be divided into three spheres: lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Lithos means stone. Lithosphere is the outer rocky layer of the Earth. It makes up mountains, ocean floors, and the rest of the Earth's solid landscape. This layer is very important for the growth of plants. Now, hydrosphere. Hydro means water. Hydrosphere is made up of all the water present on the earth, found in oceans, lakes, ponds, underground water, rivers, ice, etc. Now, atmosphere. Atmos means air. Atmosphere is the envelope of air that surrounds our planet. The atmosphere acts like a blanket and moderates the Earth's temperature. It prevents the undue heating during daytime and excessive cooling at night. The atmosphere is composed of 79% of nitrogen and about 20% of oxygen. The remaining amount is composed of carbon dioxide and other gases. All these layers, that is, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, together with plants and animals, constitute biosphere. Biosphere is the zone where life occurs. It helps to maintain the ecosystem. Now let us study what is ecosystem. Everything that surrounds us and affects us is our environment. It is made up of living as well as non-living things. Living things constitute the biotic components of the environment, such as plants, animals, and microorganisms, while the non-living things constitute the abiotic components of the environment, such as light, air, water, soil, temperature. The biotic and the abiotic components of the environment are related to one another. These biotic components and abiotic components interact with each other to form a system known as ecosystem. The term ecosystem is derived from a Greek word oikos, which means home, and systema, which means system, that is an organization that runs of its own. Thus, an ecosystem can be defined as a system formed due to interaction of biological community with the physical environment. The study of ecosystems is known as ecology. Now let us study the types of ecosystem. Ecosystems are primarily of two types, terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Terrestrial ecosystems are of various types. First is forest ecosystem. The forest ecosystems have a wide variety of flora and fauna. Flora means plants and fauna means animals. Forest ecosystems are further divided into various types such as tropical evergreen forests. These forests are characterized by dense vegetation and trees of varying heights. Tropical deciduous forest. In these forests, a wide variety of flora and fauna is found. The flora is largely comprised of bushes, shrubs, along with few trees. Now, temperate evergreen forest. Here, mosses and ferns are the dominant flora, while trees are fewer in number. Temperate deciduous forests. These forests receive a sufficient amount of rainfall during the year. In the winter season, the trees in these forests shed their leaves. Taiga. Situated near the Arctic region, taiga is an extremely cold region. Some conifers are mainly found in this region. Now the next is desert ecosystem. Since deserts are arid regions, they receive scanty or no rainfall. There is scarce vegetation in these areas. Cacti, few grasses, camels and desert snakes and rats are main types of flora and fauna found here. They have adapted to survive in the harsh conditions of the desert. The next is grassland ecosystem. As the name suggests, the grassland ecosystem mainly has grasses with few trees and shrubs as their flora. The fauna mainly consists of herbivores or grazing animals and insects. Now, the mountain ecosystem. Being located at high altitudes, mountain ecosystem has abundant coniferous trees. The animals found here have thick fur coats that helps them to remain warm in the harsh cold climate. Now let us study the aquatic ecosystems. Aquatic ecosystems are found in water bodies. They are of two types, marine and freshwater ecosystems. Marine ecosystem. It is the biggest ecosystem on the earth. Oceans and seas comprise these ecosystems. A wide variety of fishes, corals, brown algae and other life forms are suited to live here with high amount of dissolved salts. Freshwater ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystems are supported by wide variety of flora and fauna. Freshwater ecosystems may be a pond ecosystem or a lake ecosystem or river ecosystem. Green algae, aquatic plants, reptiles, amphibians and a huge variety of fishes are found in freshwater ecosystem. Now let us study the biotic or the living components. The biotic or the living components include plants, animals and microorganisms. Living organisms or the biotic components can further be classified into consumers, producers and decomposers depending on how they obtain their food. Producers. also known as autotrophs. All green plants are called producers because they manufacture their own food in the presence of sunlight, using water and carbon dioxide by the process of photosynthesis. Now, consumers. All animals are called consumers. As they can't make their own food, they feed on plants or other animals. They are divided into primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. Primary consumers eat only plants such as goat, cow, horses, elephants, etc. They are also called as herbivores. Now, the secondary consumers. This category includes lion, tiger, jackal, leopard, etc. They are known as carnivores as they feed on the flesh of other animals, or we can say primary consumers. They mainly eat primary consumers. Tertiary consumers. They are also called as top carnivores, such as eagle that eats snakes or big fishes. Tertiary consumers eat secondary consumers. There are some animals like bear, pigs, rats, crow, hens, etc. that eat both primary as well as secondary consumers, that is both plants and animals. They are known as omnivores. We humans are also under the category of omnivores. There are some animals such as vultures and hyenas that feed on dead bodies of other animals. They are known as scavengers. Now, the decomposers. Some microorganisms feed on dead remains of plants and animals. They are known as decomposers. Other than these microorganisms, there are some insects and worms that also are decomposers. They decompose the dead, decaying matter and hence help in keeping the environment clean.